Hi, I'm Jonny. I'm from London and I'm on the Clore Fellowship. Leadership journey so far is largely been learning from a lot of really great people at work, people who encouraged me to come on this fellowship, and I think that the Clore Fellowship gives people the opportunity to learn a little bit more about themselves, to take the next leap. So I was encouraged by the people who work around me, who I work for, to apply, and I'm really happy to be here. I work for BBC Studios as a senior planner, so we work on the development of programmes for a number of markets and also for the BBC and also a number of external channels now. My boss sent me an email saying you've got to be in it to win it to three of us, and so three of us applied, and yeah, there we are. It's a really difficult question. I think it changes day to day. I'm slightly magpie-ish, so one day it might be basketball, the next day it might be a TV show, the next day it's sort of slightly more, I guess, sort of permanent things like politics or great literature. Today, it's predominantly, I would say, this building that we're in, Enisham Hall. It's very lovely, and also the speakers that we've seen today. We've just seen Dame Catherine Granger. She was amazing. And it's quite hard, I think, for any of us to stop talking since we saw her about the experiences that she went through to compete at 5 Olympics. So I'm not really thinking beyond that today in terms of inspiration. I think my brain's fairly noisy, and I said on the first day it'd be nice to come out of the 2 weeks with a clearer thought process and perhaps a sort of a clearer idea of values and also how to communicate what I'm thinking and what I believe in when I'm sort of speaking about stuff, rather than just sort of cherry picking from a bunch of different sources. I'm really interested in learning from a bunch of different people who have come from different professions, different markets, and also who don't have the infrastructure of my organisation, you know, people who are kind of going it alone. Already in the space of 2 days, I've met people from 5 or 6 different countries in about 10 or 11 different professions. So I've learned more just from speaking to them over a coffee than I probably would do in a week's worth of work. So far, so good. Okay, it's an impossible question, but I think if it's being realistic, it's just about bringing new types of thinking to perhaps problems where we're sort of slightly stuck. I come from the audiences division at the BBC. We're constantly fixated with how we can bring new audiences to disciplines such as arts that we feel are vital sort of Britain's creative culture. So I think rather than knowing that one person is responsible for change, I'd like to be part of a movement which I know is happening all over the industry to try and bring younger audiences towards those disciplines, including the arts. At the moment, I'm open, and I think that we're only 2 days in, so I should continue to be open, and I'll leave it at that.